Good morning everybody, hope you're doing well. So today is Monday and we're currently looking at XAUUSD. So I started the morning off by checking the US index, which is the DXY, and that is very bearish, which means when DXY is bearish and starts to move downwards, gold tends to pump. There's also been some more news on Iran and all that sort of stuff, so I'm just really waiting to see if there's going to be any more manipulation in the market today. However, we do have a large wick here which formed last night in the Asia session, which for me this zone needs to be swept and potentially push higher. However, there was a big push this morning on the London session when it opened, and now we're starting to come down. What I'm looking for is price to fall here into and hold this support of our parallel channel, the broader parallel channel which we've been tracking. Let me just show you on the hourly. So this is our parallel channel which we're tracking to the upside, okay? So we're looking for price to move really anywhere towards 4,450, close above that, and then continue for a continuation pattern. So let me just jump back down to the 15-minute time frame, okay, and I'll explain these zones that I've marked out. So the zones I've marked out is based on this fib. So I took the fib from the top here of this wick from last night all the way down to the base, and the reason I chose this point and not anywhere else is because this is where there was a clean change in direction. So if you think about the market moving, say it's like a snake, well this is a complete break of the body and now it's moved upwards. So that for me is a clean change in direction, okay? Also the SMA is moving upwards. The reason I feel like the entry I've shared a little bit earlier was a little bit too soon is now because we're coming down, and I think we're going to potentially squeeze and try and find support on this zone here. There's a lot of liquidity here on 4,392. And let me just go back to the 30-minute and then the hourly. Okay, so on the 15-minute, so I close, take this fib off now. This is what I'm looking at actually. Let me put that back on and go on the 5-minute chart. Okay, I'm going to take the fib off now. So as you can see on the 5-minute time frame, it is quite possible that we come all the way down into here. What is this? This is 4,395. Depends where we are. If we squeeze outside of it, then I want to wait and see if we're going to back test and then continue to fall. However, on the hourly time frame, 2 hourly, 4 hour and daily, everything is looking bullish. And like I said, there's liquidity above which I believe needs to be swept. At the minute, we're just testing the base of this area of interest, which is also a psychological number, at 4,400, which you can see right now we're breaking. The SMA is moving to the downside. So what I'm looking for is for price to react nicely off of here, and then if not, potentially squeeze off of the 4,395. What I'm going to do is do a market buy, and I'll let you know because I am monitoring this zone live. And that's it really. I'll probably do a bigger video or a larger, more a deeper dive into the markets later on today if I have time, but at the minute I just want to sort of monitor these zones. I've realised that when I'm doing these videos in the mornings, I'm actually missing some of the moves and entries, so by the time I've shared them, the moves already happened, and I find myself rushing to say jump in or not. So I'm going to give you a quick update now. This video is 3 minutes long, and we'll take it from there. So just monitor this zone and I'll call any buys or sells as they happen. Alright, cheers guys, I'll speak to you soon.